Fitness Company. We're going to keep going until we get to North Park, where we take a left. We're going to go through the park. We're going to say hi to Tim and Ashley's house, going down Morton. Then we're going to come up, not Victoria, right in front of Guilford County Schools.
What's up, y'all? Just here at the Little Brother Run Club. It's a cool spot. Beth, she's like the best leader that you can have in a club. Got some good routes out there. Give you a great.
What are you drinking?
Oh, I'm drinking. What am I drinking? I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
it's like sapped. I don't know.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
How long did you run today?
I ran about 3 miles.
3 miles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Cool. How was it? How'd you feel?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was kind of shady in some parts and stuff like that, and good view of Greensboro.
Good weather today too,
Yeah,
right?
for sure, man.
Yeah. It was tough. You hit the hill on going up towards the park and kind of got to me.
Yeah.
So. Okay. Cool. How long have you been doing Run Club here?
I've been doing this run club for about a year.
About a year.
Yeah, so definitely about a year, and I think it's been going on. This club as a whole, it's been going on for about 3 years.
3 years. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything you want to add that I haven't asked you already?
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
All right, peace out.
Thank you for your time.
I own a small private personal training studio in downtown Greensboro. We're located at 225 Summit Avenue, and we are all private personal training. We focus on being the bridge between fitness and healthcare. So we solve big problems. People's shoulders hurting them because they can't play with their kids, people's knees bothering them so they can't run as much as they want to do. We get you back to doing what it is that you want to do. So this marries really well into my Tuesday night activities, making sure I can keep everybody doing what they love doing, which is running and drinking beer.
Why is it so important to why your passion is physicality? Why is that so important for people?
Why is that so important to me? Movement is so important to me because I suffered a pretty big injury when I was a kid. I was mountain biking, broke my spine, then did it again a couple years later, and was not given a whole lot of options other than surgery. And movement is the medicine that fixed me, and so I want to share it with others. They told me I couldn't run, they told me I couldn't do all of these things, and I'm here tonight running.
So did you go to school for this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
stuff?
Very much so. Very
What
much
did
so.
you?
So I've got my master's in exercise physiology from UNCG. Studied kinesiology in undergrad and various continuing ed programs to make sure that I'm up to date on all the most recent evidence-based practice.
Well, that's cool. That means we have somebody here when you're running,
Very
or you
much.
have an injury, or you educate people on shoes.
Yeah.
I heard that conversation.
All
Tell me
that
about
good kind of stuff. So the cool thing about this club is that we've got the network to be able to get you where you need. So we partner with Fleet Feet. They come out, they do shoe days where they come. They've got a whole big rack of shoes and you try them on. And you get to go for a run in them and see how you like them. And then they give you a coupon so that you can actually go and buy them at a discount the next time. Everybody that's a member of the Little Brother Club has a special code that they get to use at Fleet Feet for a discount. We refer out to physical therapists. We've got registered dietitians. We'll be able to, you name the need and we'll be able to refer you out to a trusted professional.
No, tell me about the importance of I guess there's a social aspect to it.
Yeah, the community is really what makes this club different. So when I decided to take on this club, one of my primary goals and primary intentions was making a run club where I wanted to show up. I don't really feel all that welcome in a lot of other kind of spaces that are running spaces, and I wanted to make a space that felt good for everybody. See you guys. Y'all have a good one. See you, Dan.
Hey, remember, Beth, she's dead.
Thanks, Dan. I appreciate you, man. I'll see you in 2 weeks, okay?
Yeah, I'll see you. Wait, 2 weeks?
2 weeks. I'm out for 2 weeks.
Why?
I know. I'm sorry. I'll miss you guys too. I'll miss you too.
You need to come to your
I'm gonna be on
best
vacation. I'll see you later.
friend. Wow.
Bummer. Bye, Dan.
Bye.
We got him. He cracks me up.
Good. He's a funny dude. He's a real funny dude. So yeah, community is the whole intention behind this club. I wanted to make a space that was open for everybody. I wanted to make a space that was for folks that don't typically identify as runners. This club is for you if you say, I want to come out and do it, not if you say I'm a runner. There's plenty of clubs that are for runners. We are for all the folks. If you want to travel in a forward momentum, we welcome you. Run, skip, jump, walk, whatever you got, we're here for it.
Right, we touched on run walks.
Yeah, the intervals. So typically I'm in the back hanging out, doing a run walk interval. It depends on the group who shows up as to sort of what the scheme is, but I just tend to try and react to the needs of the group for that day. Okay, so the other thing that makes Little Brother different is that we reward your commitment. So the more you show up, the more stuff we give you. We want to give you gift cards for beer. We want to give you t-shirts. We want to give you koozies. All of these things are in service of rewarding your commitment to showing up, because it's the consistency that really makes the difference.
And the run itself, it doesn't cost anything.
Oh no, it's a totally free club. Totally free club. You don't even have to, we've got plenty of folks that show up and don't drink. There's non-alcoholic options. If you're not a beer drinker, there's plenty of wine. This is, if you can find something that's going to prevent you from showing up to the club, like let's talk about it, let's figure it out. I'm sure we can accommodate.
All right, thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
how did you find out about Little Brother Run Club?
Really through social media, and I had a couple work friends who had participated on it. And I checked it out for the first time. I've been intimidated, and after I found out that the group of people were pretty cool and was less intimidated by my skill level, it became really fun and met a lot of really cool people.
So how long have you been in the club now?
Starting in like September 2019, so a couple of years already.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah.
Are you like a big runner? Are you an avid runner?
No, I'm really just amateur. Really just do it out for fun. Just something to do and stay healthy.
Okay. And tell me about the club. It meets about once a week?
It does meet about once a week, yep. Every Tuesday at 6 p.m.
Okay, cool. So like you said, your skill level, like how is that first run getting into it?
First one was definitely pretty tough. I always say like getting started is the toughest way, but after you get through that, you get stronger, and I think the community just helps out a lot with keeping you going, really. So.
Have you made any friendships here? Things
Yes,
like that?
for sure. After doing it a couple of years, we have a lot of regulars. So after joining Run Club for a couple of years now, you get to see a lot of the regulars and have them as friends. At least once a week you get to hang out, and sometimes even a couple runs outside of Run Club, just hang out and stay fit.
Okay. Now how have the runs been? I saw today that there was a 1, 3, and 5 mile run. Can you tell me about those?
It's always, they give you a couple options. So 1, 3, or 5 is usually the typical configurations. Most people do 3, and that's, I guess, the big group that runs the 3 miles. But it's pretty good. They give you a couple options depending on your skill level, what goals you would need. If you just want to have fun, do like a quick mile, or do something like 5 miles or maybe more than that.
How was your run today?
It's good. It was a little warm. Glad the clouds were a little bit out, but it's talking about a bit. But it was a good run.
Okay.
Pretty breezy.
What did you do? Did we do the 3 or the
3? Yeah.
Okay, cool. And tell me about Beth or the people that headed up. They're pretty knowledgeable on like running type stuff, because I saw she was commenting on somebody's shoes and like what, different types of things like that.
Yeah, that's pretty great. She kind of keeps us straight and offers up, I guess, a pushing spirit for those who are just getting started, or even those who just want to do like a run walk interval. But they often do a couple collaborations with like Fleet Feet to do some shoe trials, and for people who are maybe thinking about getting new gear, maybe not. But yeah, Beth is a pretty good leader. She kind of just helps everyone keep going.
Okay, good. Now, are you from Greensboro?
From Raleigh.
From Raleigh. Okay. Okay, cool. What brought you to Greensboro?
I moved here for work.
What do you do for work? If you don't mind me asking. Engineering. Okay, cool. Well, cool. Is there anything you want to add about the club or anything else that I haven't touched on so far?
It's a great club. Come join if you're at the least bit interested. Like I joined on a whim. I've always heard about just run clubs in general, and never really was a runner. I never would have defined myself as a runner, but it was a fun thing to get started. And like I said, the people you meet here, Beth and everyone, is just like one of the main things that keep you going. And just keep joining the run club and keep running and stay fit.
So you
Everyone wants to be Clem.
so you came down from Chicago? Is that what you said?
Yep.
What brought you here?
I came down for work. So I moved down here at the end of last year and checked out Little Brother Brewing here and found out they have the run club. I figured, well, I could do with getting in shape and it might be a nice place to meet some people. So I've been running this is my 9th run with the club, so it's been fun so far.
Are you a big runner? Like, were you a big runner before this?
I was not a big. When I started here, this was probably my first run in over a year. So this There's only 9 in. Which is why I'm still dying when I do it, but you know, I keep up, so.
Now, did
works.
you do the 3 mile today?
3 mile, yep.
Okay, that seems to be the most popular.
Yeah, I think that's what most people, there's a couple that do a little more around 5 miles, but most of us do just the 3.
Okay. How did you feel today, particularly?
Oh, it was hot. I was dying towards the end, but made it through, kept going, and now I got my beer.
Okay, well, what are you drinking?
Today I've got the papaya sour. Delicious.
Now, you said you're not an IPA drinker.
No, I don't do bitter. Not my style. So I generally like Belgian style.
Now, is that like a wheat beer? Or is that
Belgians are more of a wheat in general that I like, but this would be just like your typical sour.
So for the person that doesn't want to, that's maybe not much of a runner, or they don't feel confident coming out here, what would you say to them?
I say coming out. It's a great group. We got people from all levels. Like I said, some run, like a 7-minute mile at 5 miles. You got some like me who barely make their 10-minute miles doing 3. And you got a couple that just walk towards the back. But, everyone's welcome. Everyone's real friendly. And, you get to hang out and have some good beer when you're done.
That's awesome. Go get her. Are you in school? Are you working?
I just graduated from NC State, so this is like the first, 2 months out of school.
Okay, cool. What was your degree in?
Human biology.
Human biology?
Yeah, with a minor in biotech and Spanish, so all very life sciences stuff.
Yeah. Where are you looking to go with that?
Probably in the medical field. The first year, I'm planning on just finding a remote job because I don't want to dive right into full-time in-person working. But ultimately, yeah, it'll be into the medical field.
Okay, cool. Are you from this area?
I'm originally from Columbus, Ohio, but moved down here with my family. I guess it's been 8 years now. So I'm pretty much native at this point.
I've been here for about 10 years, so
yeah.
I understand the feeling. Okay, well, what brought y'all here?
So my mom actually used to live down here, and she and the rest of us were kind of sick of the weather up there, so we decided, well, we're moving south, and now here we are.
Okay, cool. What do you like about Greensboro in this area? Besides the weather.
Besides the weather, it's probably the best thing. But also, I like this downtown area. There's a lot of cute little breweries and stuff. I think I like this area. It's very relaxed. You can kind of hang out.
And you said this is just one of your first couple runs at Little Brother Run
It
Club?
is, yes.
How'd you hear about this?
My dad actually talked me into coming into it because I ran cross country, all through high school and a little bit in college too, just with the run club. So he's like, oh, well, there's a running club here in Greensboro too. Now that you're home, you might as well start going. So here I am.
Something to make you feel at home.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. What's your impression so far?
I really like it so far, yeah. I like the course. It's mostly shaded, which is nice. Not too many turns, which is good, especially if you're just starting out. And then also, obviously, nice to be with the group and just come to hang out at the brewery afterwards too is nice.
How do you like the people How do you like the people here? She's being a goof
Oh.
in the background. How do you like the people here so far?
I like him, yeah. Definitely like a chill vibe. A lot of people just coming to hang out, and it's nice to be doing something where you already know everybody enjoys the activity. Like you're not forcing anybody to be here, so it always makes for a good time.
Right. And I mean, even amongst cross-country runners, as I know, like running isn't always like the most favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
Some
Exactly.
people are strugglers.
Yeah, exactly. So it's good to have like a nice little mix of people out there who are enjoying it, but like they're out here struggling just the same as you are sometimes.
I'm not, actually. I'm from Chesapeake, Virginia, but I moved here for work about a year ago.
What do you do for work?
I work at a factory. I'm a quality manager. Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
It is. Yeah, we make a lot of chemicals, hand sanitizers, and soaps for like McDonald's and Chipotle and all that stuff. So quick service restaurants. Very busy.
Yeah. Sounds like a job where you need to get out sometimes, get away from the monotony of the job, and have something to break everything up.
Exactly. Yeah, I actually come right after work. It's perfect. I get off at like 5 o'clock, and then it's like a 30-minute drive for me, and then get here, kind of stretch, and then run.
Have you always been a runner?
For the past like five years or so, I've done a couple half marathons, and I'm actually training for a full marathon right now.
What was the catalyst that got you into running?
So I work at a factory, so I used to work night shift. So I work 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. And I didn't really have anything to do after work because I would sleep during the day. So I started running. It was something I could do by myself, and joined a running group, back in Illinois, and then have just kept doing it. I like it because I can do it by myself, and I can put on a podcast and just run. No one can bother me. It's great.
What's the draw to a running club versus just being on your own?
Yeah, so running club is good because it holds you accountable, and especially because it's social. So like you can run and do your own thing and then drink a beer if you want, or you can go home, but there's still people to do things with. So even though running can be, I guess, pretty individual, you can also make it like with a club. It's a lot easier to continue to come out and kind of force yourself to come out and meet people too.
This specific run club, what do you like about this? How'd you find out about this?
I actually went into Fleet Feet and got new shoes when I moved here, and they had a flyer on the table, and that's how I found out about it, just from a flyer on the table, really.
And how have you enjoyed it so far?
It's good. Everyone here is really nice. That's what I like. I've tried a couple other running clubs that I think if you're from here and know everyone, it's fine, but if you don't know people, maybe it's not as welcoming. But here everyone talks to you, they remember your name. It's very like casual, which is what I like. There's a lot of different types of runners. Some run clubs, everyone's really fast, or like will leave you in the dust, but I feel like here people will at least wait for you, or they kind of announce at the beginning, oh, I'm going to run at this pace, so it's helpful, so you're not like just showing up and don't know where you're going or anything.
Right, yeah, and it can be, especially if you don't know where you're going.
Exactly. Because I don't live in Greensboro, I actually live outside of Greensboro, so I didn't know the city at all, so it is a little intimidating, especially like if you don't know where to go in the areas, you got to be careful. So that's the other thing I like, is she always plans routes where you can see new areas, but it's always safe and there's a lot of people.
I'm trying to think of what else. Is there anything else we haven't talked about?
I don't know. The beer is good too. Yeah, it's nice, it's easy. And then they have a Facebook group too, so people will post on that, so that's kind of nice as well. Yeah, it's just really welcoming, which is why I like it.
Oh, you're good.
Good job, man. Didn't hold you off the whole time. Told me when it counts.
How you feel?
Feel great. I got caught. I ran out of juice and Dan called me. Like he always does. Hey, at least he was behind me most of them.
Are you from Greensboro originally?
No, I'm actually from outside of Raleigh in a place called Clayton. It's the middle of nowhere. No hills, which is better for running as opposed to here, which has some hills, so you know, that works. But I've lived here for about 2 years now. Yeah.
Okay. What brought you here?
After school, I just moved here just because I didn't want to move back home. So Greensboro was far enough away from home that I could, like, you know, state my own and find my own way. So now I found the run club, stuff like that, just having fun.
And you're a personal trainer, you said?
Yeah, I do personal training and I also work in a warehouse.
You work in a warehouse?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how did you find out about Run Club?
So I do a lot of Spartan races and rugged maniacs and such, and I needed a new kind of like training group. And so I was just looking around the area for run clubs because my father does one in my hometown. And I just found them just by looking it up on Instagram. South End has one, Little Brother has one. The community is really sick actually, just because they just cycle between all of them, and this is such a solid group because they show up every single week, so I love it.
Have you met a lot of friends here?
Absolutely. Actually, yes. Okay, so my girlfriend and I have made like a bunch of our friends here just because afterwards everyone does stick around and we're just talking about who knows what, sports, anything, I don't know, but yeah, you met a lot of friends here.
Okay. And how are the runs? Tell me about the runs.
Okay, so my running game is actually really picked up here because there's a solid group of dudes that are with the Buffalo Creek Run Club, and yeah, they basically pushed my paces up, and they're like so supportive, and so the routes are really pretty. I mean, you're just going through the Greenway, you're just going through downtown Greensboro, so it's a time and a half in my opinion. Yeah.
Okay, cool. What are you drinking?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. That has been the answer of it. You know, that's been the answer of like this whole thing. Is I have no idea what I'm drinking.
I have a race coming up, so I tend to do like the non-alcoholic stuff right before a race, just because it makes me. I don't know.
Okay, I got you.
It's just like a little thing I do. So this is Untitled Art.
Untitled Art. Okay.
Not me.
Okay. That's about all I got, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.